Good morning, first graders. Happy Wednesday. On our math today, page 329 and 330. We're going to start here. Number one, it says write the sums. These are all addition problems, so you guys can do those no problem. Number two, it says divide these desserts in half. So I'm going to do the apple one with you. And remember that when we divide them into halves, we want 2 equal parts. So you can divide your cookie and your donut however you want, your apple however you want. You just want 2 equal parts. So if we just draw our line right down the center of the apple, we know that we have 2 halves. And then don't forget your cookie and your donut. Number 3, it says write the differences. Match the differences with a letter to make a special treat. Draw a picture of the treat in the box. So they've done the first one for us. 13 minus 9. Well, let's see, we're going to count the difference. So if we go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, we know that is 4. So remember, it's okay to use your number line if you need to. So we're going to put our answer there, 4. And then we're going to look over here on our code, and we can see at the top in green, we can see the 4 there. And the letter below is a C, and they've already put the C there for us. So let's try the next one. If we count from 8, if we go 9, 10, 11 for 3. So if we put our 3 in our box, and then let's look at our code here. So 3, we know that is an A. And let's try the next one. We have 10 minus 2. If we count from 2 up to 10, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 5, 6, 7, and 8 is the difference between those two. So then we'll find 8 on our number line here on our code. So 8, and right below it is an N. So now we have the first 3 done, and then you'll just have the rest to do, the 2 on this line and then down here, and then draw a picture of the special treat in the box. And on the next page at the top, it says write the sums. Watch for carrying. There are no carrying boxes given because you guys are so smart and are able to do this so well that they didn't even give you boxes. But remember that you can draw them in if you need. So we'll start with the top one. It says 446 plus 378 right here. And remember, we're always going to start in our ones column. So we have 6 plus 8. Well, we know that is 14. So we're going to draw our 4, and we're going to carry our 1 up top. And so then we'll add our tens column with 1 plus 4. Well, we know that's 5 plus 7. For 12, so we're going to put our 2 down here, and our other 1 is going to carry over. So then we have 1 plus 4. Well, again, we know that's 5. Plus 3, we know is 8. So just remember that even though they don't give you the boxes there, that you might have to carry, and you can draw the boxes in if you need. And for number 2, it says read the graph. So we'll start with A here. It says write the number of blocks, and for Emily, she has 2. They've already filled in the answer for us here. So let's move down to Alex. How many boxes, or how many blocks does Alex have? Well, let's count 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll put our 4 down here for Alex. And what about Brandon? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Brandon. And Haley, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. You can see that Haley and Brandon have the same amount. And Faith, well, if we know that Haley and Brandon have 6, and it looks like Faith has 1 more, we know that 6 plus 1 is going to give us 7. And let's count here. For Caleb, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we know that they will be 9 boxes there. And so then it says B. How many books does each block represent? Well, if we look at the first block and we look down here on this part of the graph here, we can see that it goes 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. We can see the difference between each one is 3. So how many books does each block represent? It represents 3. And for C, it says, what are we going to count by to find the number of books read? Well, we know that we're going to have to count by 3s. And D, it's asking us to write multiplication facts for each person here. So they've already given us Emily. So for Emily, she had 2 blocks. And we know that each block is 3 books. So our multiplication for that was 2 times 3 equals 6. So 2 times 3 equals 6. And you can see that if you look at where her blocks end, if you go all the way down, it equals 6 here. So we know that we're right there. And let's try for Alex. So we know that we're going to have, instead of 2 though, he had 4 blocks. So we know that we're going to have to put 4 blocks times, and we know that each block still represents 3 books, equals, well, 4 times 3, if we count by 3s, because that's what we're counting by here, we're going to count 3, 6, 9, 12. If we count by 3, so we know that our 4 times 3 is 12. Well, let's check here. If we look at Alex's and go all the way to the end of his block and down, we can see that it ends at 12. And let's try another one for Brandon. So we know that instead of 4 and instead of 2, Brandon had 6 blocks. And we know we're going to have to do 6 times 3 because each block was worth 3, equals, and you can count by 3s, or we can look at where Brandon's blocks end here. So we can see that if we count over, we count 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And then that's going to be the same thing for Haley. And then for Faith and Caleb, I'm going to let you guys figure out those multiplication facts on your own. And just remember that you can count by 3s and use the numbers down here to help you. And that's all for your math today. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday.